rise from. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lisa Dublin. Welcome to Basement Chronicles. And this morning, it's especially special. I was just having like a party before we started. Do you guys know this song by Chandler Moore, Leave the 99? I don't think that's the name of this song, but it is just a lovely song talking about how God's going to reach out and get you. You leave the 99 and he will always come get you. Go check out that song. No, it's really nice. It's a lovely, lovely song. Let me stop it now because I was just like hyping myself up, ready to come on here. My name is Lisa Dublin. If you are meeting me for the first time, where have you been? But I'm happy to meet you. Let me know that you can hear me. I'm happy to be not just on my channels, but you know what? Life is about collaboration and life is about getting bigger and bigger. And by the grace of God, I am on Watch Radio from now on. So, I mean, you guys need to say congratulations. Yes, you can. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. So, I don't know if you saw my interview on Sunday where I was talking about bringing Basement Chronicles to Watch Radio to a whole new audience. And if you don't listen to Watch Radio, you're going to start listening from now on, okay? It is based in New York and you're doing some great work. The reach is way more than I have at this point. So I'm so happy to be part of the Watch Radio family. And I will be on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for now. And you know what? We're going to bring the vibes. We're going to bring the enjoyment, the joy, the inspiration, the determination, the confidence. Okay? That's one thing that I'm really known for, helping people to become more confident and to find within them that confidence that they need. So welcome to Watch Radio listeners and viewers. Welcome to my own tribe on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. Please like and share this video. Tell everybody, okay? I've kind of been away for a while because I've been writing a book. In fact, we were supposed to start last week, and I was like, no, I just couldn't. I wasn't ready. I'll tell you more about my book as we go along because it's going to be released, published on Amazon Kindle and in paperback, I think, on my birthday, which is the 31st of October. Okay, so in about 2 weeks' time. But I'll tell you more about it. We're just getting the finishing touches together, and I'm very excited. It's a book that I haven't listen to this, you guys. It's a book I haven't written before. What I mean is, it's a kind of book that I have not written before. Saniu, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for being here, you guys. I'm ready to go. A lot has been happening in the background. And I'm just ready for this, right? So today we start a series called Find Your Why. By the way, now I'm putting this link up. Sign up for the Find Your Why workshop that I'll be having on Sunday. What are you doing on Sunday? Like, come hang out with me, okay? Come hang out with me on Sunday. Thank you very much. Yes, Sanya, thank you so much for saying that. Sanya says she loves my new venture. Sanya and I go way back. We have a very special relationship, right, Sanya? I mean, that's my girl. She needs something or I need something. We're there for each other. And I'm really just seeing how even in a world that seems so dark, sometimes there are pockets of light out there. And I hope to bring that inspiration as well to this new venture, that there are pockets of light, that you yourself can go and light your corner of the world, shine bright like a diamond, like Rihanna said. Okay, so how's everybody doing? And what are your plans for the week, for the day? How is your week going so far? They call Wednesday hump day. You know why? Not for what you're thinking. It's because it's like the middle of the week. So it is like that highest point. Okay. So I hope you're really getting your exercise. I hope you're doing your devotions. I hope you wrote down your plans for today. Certain things haven't changed. It's still the way that you get goals done, that you write it down, that you know where you're heading, that you let nothing get in the way. And so you stick with me. And these are some of the themes over the weeks that we are going to address. But for today and for the next 2 days, the series is called Find Your Why. Don't forget, there's a workshop coming up. I put the link. It's actually, if you can see me on Facebook, on Watch Radio, on LinkedIn, I think, as well. You can just click on the link and you can sign up for the free workshop. I'm very I'm very passionate right now about helping people to get into the spaces and into work and into the life that they're meant to live. Let me tell you why. I have a size 11 foot, okay? I was a size 10. I had three children. After that, my feet went up to size 11. The worst thing in the world, and it's an analogy that I want us to remember. The worst thing in the world is to have a size 11 foot in a size 10 or size 9 shoe. It's not just because it's size 11. If you are a size 8 and you're in a size 7, it doesn't work either. It is uncomfortable. You can't function. You feel like all you want is something to fit you the way it should. And you guys, I have been in jobs where I felt like I was that size 11 foot was in a size 10 shoe. What on earth are you doing there? Or it could be perhaps, unfortunately, in relationships, in jobs, in friendships, in circles that don't fit. And it's not just because of the normal way that groups and people come together. There's norming, there's storming, there's norming, there's performing, transforming, all of that. It's not because of that. Thank you, Sadio. It's not just because of that. It's also because you're just not in the right place. It's not a good fit. And part of the reason that I've discovered that we find ourselves in these circles, it's because we don't know our why. We are not aware of what are your gifts and talents. Where should you be? Where do you make the most sense? When I coach people now, I'm a life coach. I forgot to say that. I'm a life coach and a speaker and a writer. And it's a good fit for me. Like, I was speaking to a friend the other day, and just I was looking over the text, and what amazed me was how I was saying to him, thank you, not a fit. LinkedIn user says not a fit. Thank you, LinkedIn user. I can't see you here, but keep on commenting. I love what Watch Radio does, how interactive they are, and I want to fall right into that tradition. Right, Peter? And I was just commenting to my friend, it is such a good thing and a wonderful thing to wake up and to do work that I love finally. The last time I felt like this was when I was working in the media doing a live morning program, Sunrise on HTS. If you guys remember, if you watch radio and you've immigrated a long time, back in the day, like 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, thereabout, that was the last time I had such a great fit of a job. And then I migrated. And when you're a new immigrant, like, you just take whatever you get. And I appreciate it. I am grateful for those times, how it kept me and all of this. But here's the thing. It's not because that's where you find yourself. That's where you have to stay. Okay. I've been in menial jobs and I've been in very nice jobs. And I love communication. I love the speaking. I love being on stage. I love performing poetry. I love writing. I love coaching. The other day, I had a client who she came for a single session after we had coached, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay. And it just worked. And she said to me, after 6 months together, it just clicked. And of course, I mean, she made changes while we were coaching in that 6 month period. Hey, Cam, how are you? How are you doing? But the thing is, afterwards, everything began to gel. And then there's this coach who says that, like, coaching is an ongoing conversation. It's like picking up the stitches from one conversation to the next. And I could see that happening, you guys. It is such a beautiful thing when you find what you were meant to do. And I believe that every single person is created differently. And because of that, your path and where you end up is going to be different. Your entire job, your whole jam should be to find that fit. Because when you do, you you truly become a gift to the world. So I want you to attend my workshop. Come hang out with me on Sunday, the 20th of October. It's a Zoom, not a webinar. It's a meeting because I really want to interact with people, know what you're about, and give you some of the tools that I actually use in my private coaching sessions. I'm going to release those secrets so that you can go some ways towards finding what your big why is. Because when you know, they say, I forgot who it was who said, there are two of the biggest days in a person's life is the day that person was born and the day that you find out why. I can't promise you that Sunday you'll find out why, but I can tell you, you will begin to plant seeds that will lead you if you're not there already. So come hang out with me. Let me put the link in the chat once more. Control V. And you can go sign up, do it. Okay. I'm going to cut it off maybe like Friday so I can get everybody ready for Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it. And we're going to have a very impactful time. Now, on to our topic today. And LinkedIn user who said, this is such a great way to start my Wednesday. Thank you for saying that. That encourages me so much. Okay, you guys? Let's talk about those 5 questions. And this is from the wisdom guru himself, Miles Monroe. Do you know who that is? He died a couple years ago, like many years ago, right? However, he made such an impact on this world. So this is what he said. He said there are 5 questions you should ask yourself if you want to be successful. And I want to kind of co-opt those questions into what we're going to be doing today into tomorrow and Friday. And also I'm going to follow up with even more pointed questions that I've already prepared in our workshop on Sunday. So make sure you turn up, make sure you take the link, share it with everybody. Can you imagine a world where everybody, or mostly everybody's doing what they love and what they're meant for? Speakers are speaking, coaches are coaching, writers are writing, poets are performing. What else? Educators are educating. Oh my goodness. But that comes with a lot of introspection and sessions like what I'm going to be offering to help us to find our thing and to go so deeply into it that I like to say, I want to do something at such a high level that people wonder who my father is, my heavenly father. Be like, who's this? Who made this girl? And that's the same for you, to do something that would make people wonder, what's your genesis? Where are you from? Incidentally, that is one of our questions today. Oh my goodness, it's nice to be back. Let me tell you, I love writing. So I was just in my cave, just writing, plodding away. It's been months, okay? And now that the book is finished, I feel like I can exhale and get ready for the next thing. Okay, I'll tell you all about it because it's a couple things coming together. It's intention, it's having a relationship with God, it is being determined and being that beast that if that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to get it. And anybody who's in my circle who I coach, teach, whatever, that's what you end up with, a go-getter attitude, a confidence kind of quotient that makes it work. But here are the 5 questions that Miles Monroe asked. Are you ready? Yes. And Sani said, I'm looking forward to Sunday. Got your email to register and will pass on to my girls. Thank you, Sani. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I sent out the email yesterday and I got so many more registrations. So I'm happy that I held it over for another week. The first question, my dear listeners, watch radio everywhere that you are, is this. Who am I? No, you're not the girl, them sugar. If you're from the Caribbean, you hear that question, the first thing you hear, who am I? No. Who are you? How do you answer that question? When I ask that question, what usually happens is, especially for women, they talk about whose they are. I'm Arthur and Francis's mother. I am that one's wife, or I'm that. Who are you? How you answer that question will tell you where your mind's at. I would say my name first off, and a couple things like situating myself as Black, female, Caribbean immigrant, because I've moved out. So how you answer the question is important for you to then use that information to decide on where am I most relevant? What do I do and what don't I do? What should I be doing? That's actually another question. The second one is, where am I from? Who are you? Where am I from? So most people answer the first question, I'm a child of God. A lot of people do that. Who are you? Who am I is the first one. The second one is, where am I from? Now, don't just look at as where you came from, as in where were you born. Sometimes you can take a more like figurative way, like I've come from whatever you've come from, maybe struggle or whatever. You can literally point to saying that you came from there, especially if you came out of it already. That is one way to look at it and to further frame yourself as fully as you can. Let me tell you, I just love personal development, okay? Because it's the basis on which everything runs authentically. You can go run things however you want, but when you know who you are and you answer those questions, you have a better idea of where to place the things that come to you. Let me give you an example before I go on. Okay. So we went on the Costco line, because Costco gas is cheaper than everywhere else, like way cheaper. Okay, and the bays are spread out because it's like a big complex, whatever. And depending on where your gas tank is where you should go on the line. And I was just watching how people were going. Of course, you know that the hose, it can extend, so it doesn't really matter. It's a little more hassle, however, if you are not on the path where your gas tank is, then you have to stretch a little more. And isn't that an analogy for when you don't know yourself? And you have to make all sorts of shenanigans to kind of get to the destination. But when you know this is who I am, and I feel like we should be doing this with our children from way earlier, not waiting for them to just coast through a job. And I know people who wanted to be speakers from the age of 15. And I literally saw a video of a girl who said at 15, she had a video saying, I'm going to be an international speaker. And I mean, this was many years ago, before it was even a thing. She already wanted to be an international speaker. Her entire life was laser focused towards heading for there. How much better, like at the Costco line, if you know exactly where you're heading, you know where to get filled, you know where you should not go, which line is not for you because it's not taking you where you're supposed to go. Can that happen for you? Yes, it can. Sign up for the Find Your Why workshop. And listen, let me tell you something. Even if you don't sign up for it, begin to think of these questions, because they do help you to get some ways into knowing who you are, what you should be doing, what's your why ultimately. So, first question, everybody, who am I? Second question, where am I from? Third question, oh my goodness, it's a big one. Why am I here? Third question is, why am I here? Why are you here? Do you have any idea? Are you doing what you were meant to do? I know this bright and early Wednesday morning, I don't mean to make you feel any more stressed or that you're not doing well. Listen, you're living. You made it. Okay, you made it this far. You beat out how many eggs and no, well, more sperm for you to get here. So you're surviving. You made it. You're good. But what we're wanting to do is to have such a great fit that that the life you're living is what you're supposed to be doing. That takes intention, it takes knowledge, it takes time. So let's begin the process, is what I'm saying. So it's not meant to make you feel stressed. It's meant to make you look forward to the time when it all fits together. It all fits together. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? Now, that one can take a lifetime. Honestly, like when I look back, I think God said something to me a long time ago that's really just now coming full circle. Now. And I'm like, if I had just gone the way of the manual of the person who made me in the first instance, I would not have had to take so many, go round and round the mountain. But that's what most of us do. Here's another important question. We have two more to go. Are you ready? Are these questions important to you? Come on, talk to me. Watch radio and YouTube and LinkedIn. Let me know if you are listening and if this is making sense to you. The next question is so important. I love it. What can I do? You don't have to do what other people do. Here's the thing. Here's where we get caught. You can also do what other people do, but you do it in your own way. I just find God fascinating. You know why? For God to have made every single person so different means that you can never be bored. Thank you, Booyah Talk Show. Thought provoking. You can never be bored on this earth. God is the most fascinating being that I know, to have created all of us the way that He did, so that the way that I speak might not be the way that another great speaker also speaks. Notice I'm putting myself up there with great. Like, you have to do that, okay? You absolutely have to do that. You have to be in your corner. We're going to learn that. The way that I put things together, the coordinates from which I come, Caribbean female, writer, this, that, whatever, my examples are going to be different from what you use in your tribe, and how you put it together is going to be different. So that question about what can I do, even if you look at yourself in comparison to other people, it should not make you feel less. It should not make you feel like everything's done. Yes, I've been thinking about this. Like, I have a client now who is wanting to be a coach. And so we're working on confidence. Like, she's going to be a great coach. She's getting ready for her certification. And what I'm coming up is showing her the process and shoring up the confidence. But she's going to be a great coach. When I listen to the things that she wants to coach on, they're very similar to what I do. But I said to her, your tribe is not mine. And there's enough to go around. If you dial deeply into who you are and what your why is, you are going to have a sound that is almost like a tribe whistle. I don't want to say a dog whistle because we're not dogs, okay? It's going to hit your own people. The, the purer yourself you are, is the narrower, no, is that the word I want to say? Is the more deeply your people are going to resonate with you. So don't be afraid. There are many coaches, but there's not coaches who are like you. There are many speakers, but they're not speakers who are like you. You bring your own sauce, your own elegance, your own feistiness, if that's a thing, or even your own stoicism. Not everybody's feisty. Not everybody has to be, because everybody's tribe is not the same. And so I feel like even though we might be offering a lot of the same services, what makes us different is how deeply we dial into who we are. And that is what this workshop is meant to do. The deeper you know yourself, you will know who your people are, and they will know you. The things you say, how you say them, they are going to resonate with who you are supposed to be serving and where you're supposed to be. So not to worry about, okay, how do I answer this question? We have one more to go. I can't believe it's already 23 minutes. Like, how? How? You know, anyway, the question is, what can I do? Don't belittle yourself. If you can sew, put it down. If you can analyze things, put it down. In answering that question, you look at the things that you are good at. And in the workshop on Sunday, we're going to be really doing a deep dive into that question, because when you think of what you can do, one place to go. What do people naturally ask you for? They come to you to ask you to do what? Is it to MC a show, put together a presentation, maybe a bouquet of flowers, where are you usually called? That is usually a sign of where you can find success and what comes very naturally to you. Okay, Sandy, you has a comment. I would encourage everyone who has the passion in giving knowledge and speaking to others, is if that's what they truly want to do, speak with confidence. I did it, and so you can as well. Trust me, you will not regret it. Thank you, Sandy, for that plug. You guys, I have a Speak with Confidence program, and we're getting ready for April. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna, yeah, we even more. And it happens once a year now. We've had a bit of a lull just in the last couple months. And April of 2025, God willing, will be the next Speak with Confidence. So get in there. Sani, you did it last year. Her cohort was amazing, just amazing people all the time. And we're getting ready to gather again in the speaking school. But here's the thing. How did I know that I could do a program called Speak with Confidence? The same process that I'll be teaching is what I did. When I looked at everything I was good at, where I had success, where things came effortlessly to me, it was hands down speaking, communicating, words for days. Bob Mangal says, first time listening, love it. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. Bob, are you related to Charlotte? Y'all see me doing the very St. Lucian thing. Now you see somebody like, who's your mom? Yeah. I'm just having fun, and I hope you guys are too. So that question, what can I do? I like, don't feel badly. I just want people to win. So if you that person perhaps who people have laughed at or denigrated in any way, listen, just don't take them on. You can stay in your head and do this exercise. You don't have to tell anybody. That's why you're most powerful. Keep your mouth shut and think big thoughts. And when you come out powerful, people be like, where did she come from? Who is he? Okay. So what can I do in your own strength? Like, just look at your life and see the things that you are good at, and then put them down. I really need you to put them down, and I need you to also register for that free workshop. Hey, Jasmara. Oh my goodness, you guys, my Instagram people. I'm looking straight at my screen, at this screen, and not realizing what's going on Instagram. Good morning. How are you doing? Here's the last question. Where am I going? That's destination. Well, we know ultimately all of us are going to the grave. Okay. Yeah. There's that. And that, perhaps where you want to end up might have to dictate everything you do in this life. Where am I going? Ultimately, it's either you're going to heaven or hell. Okay? You don't have to believe it. We'll find out when you get there. I don't want to find out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not burning forever and ever. And when I call people to come and take me out of hell, they can't take me. No, let me give my life to Christ now. Okay. Pleasant morning, Martha Francis Bissett. Good morning. How are you doing? So that's the ultimate. However, in this life, in this dimension, where are you heading? Do you know? And if you don't know, do not get depressed. Excuse me. You can be resilient. Don't get depressed. We just make a plan. We pick ourselves up. We figure out, you just have to figure out what you have to do to get where you have to get. And then you just get on your path. You get accountability. You get in a community and you just do the thing. No long talking. No, none of that. So stick with me. Let's figure this out as we always do. Okay? Because there's this lady, Marie Folio, and she says something I think every coach knows. Everything is figure outable. Everything is figure outable. It is true. And sometimes figuring something out is saying goodbye to it. Yes, that's true. But there's no reason for us to be in a conundrum. We can win in this life. So you guys, my time is up. And tomorrow we're going to dial into some more questions about how do you find your why? Like you should have the opportunity to wake up every day and want to do life. and want to go to work. I remember when I used to go to work and I'd have heart palpitations because I was just waiting for that email that'd be like, yeah, yeah, no, you didn't do it. I was like, Lord, what am I doing? This was a size 10 shoe and I'm a size 11. Get me out. And this entire process, COVID came. I doubled down. God showed me the way. I dialed into God, number one, because you know what? When you plug into the source, yeah, you get the power. But we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience this morning. I'll see you same time. It's 6 a.m. MST, 8 a.m. EST, and I'll see you tomorrow. We continue to speak about how do you go about finding your why, finding your yes from a place of authenticity. I hope you feel it in your belly today. Bye, everybody. Lisa Dublin saying goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.